Absolutely. Well, first things first, thank you so much for having me. Like, just having a platform to be able to speak my truth and be able to articulate and illustrate, I should say, that this energy and this passion is what I'm all about. That's like they say, you don't take anything with you on your last day, but you can leave it all behind.
Right.
So
Well
I'm on a
said.
mission. I'm on a mission right now to leave it behind because I've never seen a U-Haul behind a hearse, right? So,
That's right.
I'm just leaving it all behind. A little bit about me, humble beginnings. Wow, that's a whole other segment. But yeah, no, just kind of pinballed off awful a little bit coming up. You know, the hard story there. You know, single mom, worked really hard. And so I just grew up seeing what work ethic really was, what hardship really was. Everybody has a story. Mine is not better than anybody else's. It's just my story. But she really instilled those values in me, which is why I talk about her and I post so much about her. It's just she's just for me the epitome of what strength is. You know, three big boys, divorced mother, three jobs. So it was
Wow.
kind of like a fend for yourself kind of upbringing.
Sure.
But I still had a mom, so what are we complaining about, right? So,
Right.
but she really instilled in us too that, you know, when you do something, you do it, you know, and when you give your word, your word is your bond. You know, you make an appointment, you show up, right? So it's to respect other people's time and to respect yourself through the work that you do. So I brought that to me. I've had a lot of jobs growing up, and I went to university when I kind of figured out that I knew I liked to talk a lot. And so I had this summer employment in '02, something like that, in a marketing job, and I really loved it. And so I went to school, got my marketing, well, I don't want to say degree, but basically a marketing certificate. And I really wanted to get into fashion marketing because I love clothes, just because of how it makes people feel. You know, like you
Good.
dress good, you feel good, right? So
Yeah,
just
sure.
Yeah. Dress
makes
for success, right?
correct. And success means a ton of different things to different people. So that's what I really loved about it, the authenticity of it, right? So I really wanted to get into the fashion world. Figured out coming out of school that it was going to be a lot harder than they said it was. They just kind of took my 10, 12 grand for the university and they're like, yeah, yeah, sky's the limit. And they said the sky was the limit. And you know, I always had, you know, someone told me this actually, but I always had this in my head, and I always told myself, well, if the sky's the limit, why are there footprints on the moon? So once I really figured out that the universe is your oyster, right? It stretches far more. I really dove into understanding that, you know, life throws at you lemons, and it's what, you know, when life throws you lemons, make lemonade, right?
That's right.
You're never a victim. It's what you do with your circumstance.
Amen.
So
Very
what
true.
happened is that I left school. I was on my own. Had to pay a few bills. At the time, my little brother was working at one of the larger or the older dealer groups here, the Spinelli Group here in Montreal. They were around now for 110 years. So really, really old
Wow.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most, I guess you could say, polished group. And at the time, he told me, "Well, listen, Sean, I could get you in, but they're only looking for car washers at the time." And I said, "So, it's not who I am; it's my circumstance." But I just get my foot in the door and I'm going to
Good
let my
deal,
work.
man.
I'll let my work ethic do the talking. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm very competitive. And I said, I will be the best dam washer they have ever seen.